Good day from Australia. I'm Suzanne. I've got a couple of gluten-free celiac friends, and I've almost struck them off my invite to dinner list. Well, it just seems too hard to cater for them. So I'm changing my ways, and I'm on a mission to find easy gluten-free cookbooks I can just pick up and easily make delicious gluten-free meals with. The kind my non-celiac friends won't notice and will enjoy. Cooking for celiacs, being an executive chef at her own upmarket restaurant, and having food intolerance challenges herself, made me think the author of this gluten-free recipe book knows a thing or two. For this taste testing recipe, I've chosen the gluten-free cheesecake, it's also a low glycemic, and encouraged my celiac friends to be brutally honest and award the tasting points out of 10. Some of my non-celiac friends have pitched in, just because they felt that some gluten-free recipes they've tried in the past were dry and crumbly and lacked love. The gluten-free ingredients for this recipe were readily available from my local supermarket, which surprised me, and this recipe took me about 15 minutes to put together. The gluten-free cookery book with this cheesecake recipe is available through www.glutenfreerecipiestriedandtasted.com. And here we go. Here I've chosen my cake tin. It's a loose bottom tin, and I've sprayed the tin with a non-stick cooking spray and lined it with some baking paper. Because it's a loose bottom tin, I'm wrapping the tin in some tin foil. This should stop anything oozing out or any water going back in. And now we're ready for the next stage. This is a nut base, and for the purposes of this recipe, I've doubled the ingredients that were suggested, just to suit the tin I've chosen for the cheesecake. And I've placed all the ingredients and the nuts into my blixer container, and I'm blixing these ingredients to achieve this bread crummy texture, which I'll mix with the ghee or butter, and then the base is ready to go. All you have to do now is just use your fingers and just press around the bottom of your cake tin and pie dish and just get an even surface for your base. I've placed all the wet ingredients into a bowl and beating them with an electric beater to get a smooth, creamy consistency. If it's not smooth, just pass the ingredients through a sieve, but you really do want to try and achieve a smooth mixture. And once that's ready to go, you're going to pour that onto your nut base. And then you're just going to fill the tin up. Once you fill the tin, and because this is a sort of custardy filling, you put the cake tin into an oven-proof tin or dish and fill this with some water. After 2 hours in the oven, just check the cheesecake. My oven's not quite the right temperature, so I needed another 15 minutes. And all ovens are a little bit different, so just make sure the cheesecake isn't too wobbly in the center, and if it is, put it back in for a few more minutes or until you're happy it's firm enough. Once the cheesecake's cooled down, I put mine onto a lovely glass dish, and I'm decorating mine with some whipped cream. Once you've piped the cream around the cheesecake, this cheesecake had a little bit of lemon in it, so I'm decorating it with a little bit of lemon rind, and I've polished some lemon leaves from my garden with a little bit of olive oil to make them shiny. Just place them on the glass dish for a bit of decorating. And here we are, the finished gluten-free cheesecake. Ta-da! It's ready to go off for its taste testing journey. Well, here we are at the destination, and here's my friend Christine. She's dishing up for everyone. And first up is Sheila, who is celiac and can always be counted on for a brutally honest report on things. She said, "Love this, just needed more lemon for me. Base is very nice, not too sweet. I give this gluten-free cheesecake recipe 9 out of 10. And then we went over to Vicky, and she said, "I would have to say I would never have guessed this was a gluten-free cheesecake. This was very enjoyable, and I'll gladly make this as I'm sure my family will love it. 9 out of 10. Christine, she's here having a taste now, and she said it was delicious, and the nut base was delicious, and it wasn't too sweet, which is what she liked. She gave a 9 out of 10. And here's Graham. He's given the cheesecake recipe 9 out of 10 and said that the base was crunchy and not too sweet. Okay, now I popped in to come and see my friend Helen. She's gluten-free as well, and at one of the local retirement villages. Helen said, 9 out of 10 from me. Loved the cheesecake. Ate more than I intended, and the texture was smooth, and I loved the nut base. So there you have it. All we have to do is say thanks to all of our recipe tasters, And don't forget that this gluten-free cookery book with this recipe is available at www.glutenfreerecipiestriedandtasted.com. We'll see you again. Bye.